Did you know that if you wait until you're thirsty to drink, you're already dehydrated? And did you know that a cause of so many everyday complaints can be linked to dehydration? Things like headaches, lack of clarity and focus, constipation and other digestive issues, overeating and uncontrollable cravings, muscle and joint stiffness, acne and other skin problems, and general fatigue and feelings of sluggishness. These can all be linked to not drinking enough water. So in this week's Self-Care Simplified video, I'm going to give you a simple tip to help you get your recommended water intake each day so that you can prevent dehydration and see significant improvement to your general health and well-being without turning your life upside down. Hello, Self-Care Crusaders. This is Kim with your weekly video tip to help you simplify your self-care so you can amplify your energy and confidence. Now, I'm sure you've all heard the advice before that drinking 6 to 8 8-ounce glasses of water a day is recommended for good health. But one of the most common struggles I hear from people who are trying to make positive changes to their diet and lifestyle is that it's hard to remember to drink enough water throughout the day. And I am a big believer in finding ways to make things work for people's lives so they can easily maintain changes for the long term, rather than forcing something that feels difficult or unnatural to sustain, especially if it's still a new practice. So if you struggle with this too, here's my self-care tip to help you make this work in your life. Drink 2 full glasses of water first thing in the morning before you've had any food, coffee, tea, or other drinks. Now, before you dismiss me because you have a cardinal rule that nothing comes before coffee, hear me out because I'm going to explain why this is so effective and how you can make this a simple and enjoyable morning practice. For starters, I've seen this work so much better as a sustainable habit to stay hydrated versus trying to add in and track a half gallon of water each day. And there are a couple of reasons for this. First, you can get about 1/3 of your water intake out of the way first thing in the morning with this one simple practice. Because here's the thing. If our suggested daily water intake, on average, is about 8 8-ounce glasses of water, and let's say your glass holds 12 ounces, because most glass sizes are larger than 8 ounces, and you drink 2 of these first thing in the morning, you're over 1/3 of the way toward your water goal for the day already, so that you won't need to be consumed all day with trying to remember to keep drinking. You can just bring a 1-liter water bottle with you for the day, sip it as you go, and refill it if and when you need to. No stress. This morning habit also ensures that you won't get caught trying to make up for your missed water intake in the evenings, which ends up disturbing your sleep because it significantly increases your chances of having to get up in the night to pee, which is super annoying, as we all know. Now, the second reason I find this practice so helpful for making hydration a sustainable daily habit is that it's much easier to implement one thing once a day than to implement something that requires your conscious attention multiple times a day. And the cool thing about this one habit is that when you start your day with it, it can actually create a domino effect. Because when you kickstart your morning with this one powerful and effective practice of drinking 2 full glasses of water, you're much more likely to naturally continue drinking throughout the day because you'll be familiar with that ideal feeling of being hydrated, and you'll be better able to recognize and respond to your body's signals to drink more when you're no longer feeling that way. The urge to drink more water will come from your natural senses as a desire to keep feeling good rather than from tracking it or forcing it, which doesn't work for the long term, or from a response to thirst, which we all now know is leaving it too late. And this can also help you discover your ideal water intake because it's actually different for everyone. It depends on many things like your body size and your activity level and how much you sweat, and also how much and what you're eating and drinking each day. For example, if you eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, your water needs might be lower. And if you drink more caffeinated drinks and salty foods, which are dehydrating, your water needs might be higher. So the key here is to really start tuning into your body's unique needs, which is made so much easier by beginning your day with this practice. And here's another amazing thing that happens with this morning habit. you'll also be setting yourself up to receive the signals of hunger and fullness much more accurately. Because far too often, people mistake feelings of thirst for hunger, and they eat food when what their bodies really want is water. So when you fill your belly and your bloodstream with delicious clean water about a half an hour before you eat or caffeinate first thing in the morning, this can go a long way towards helping you eat an appropriate amount for your needs throughout the day, without having to meticulously measure out portions, because your body's natural signals will do that work for you. Now, I know it probably doesn't feel very natural to chug this much water first thing in the morning. It wasn't natural for me to do when I first started it either. So I'm going to give you a few tips that can help you to make this a simple daily practice. The first tip is for those of you who easily forget. If this is you, make sure to keep a glass of water by your bedside as a reminder and make a habit of drinking it before you even get out of bed in the morning. Then once you're up and you're moving, you can refill it and chug your second one. The second tip is for those of you who don't like to drink water if you don't feel like it or if you're not thirsty. If this is you, you may want to do something first thing in the morning to get your blood pumping, which will naturally trigger feelings of thirst and the desire to drink water. So your body's been fasting overnight and your liver and organs have been cleansing. So it's actually quite natural to crave water to help flush everything out. And doing something that gets things moving in your body will help to trigger those water cravings. So try doing a little exercise or yoga or light stretching or even taking a hot shower. Bonus points if you make it an alternating hot-cold shower. And I actually have a video on this, which you can check out through the link in the description to see how I do it. And the last tip I have is for everyone, but especially those of you who are picky about what you consume. Drink your water the way you like it. Never mind the expert advice about adding lemon juice or drinking it lukewarm or never adding ice. Just do what works for you so that you can enjoy the practice and keep doing it. I personally love room temperature water, but if you prefer yours ice cold, don't try to drink it room temp, add some ice. Or if you like it flavored, add some natural unsweetened flavoring. Or brew some herbal tea the night before and prepare it so it's ready to chug back first thing in the morning. Just be sure to stay away from adding any sweeteners or artificial flavors or caffeine, because these can take away from the hydrating health benefits that we're going for. Another thing that keeps a lot of people from enjoying water is that they don't like the taste of it, which can be really common with tap water, especially, depending on the water quality where you live. So I always recommend drinking filtered water. Not only does it taste so much better, but harmful contaminants that can negatively impact your health are also removed in the filtering process. My favorite water filter is one that not only takes out these contaminants, but it also adds in nourishing minerals. And this makes the water alkaline, which has many health benefits, but I also find it delicious and easier to drink. So I'll include a link to that in the description as well, so you can check it out if you're looking for an effective filter that can also make your water tastier. Now I'd love to hear from you. Are you going to take this on as a new habit to keep yourself hydrated and energized each day? And what tips are you going to try to make this a simple and enjoyable practice for yourself? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to get notified when my next Self-Care Simplified video is available. I'll also include some links in the description for more resources to help you fuel your energy and confidence, so you can check those out too. And remember, self-care is not selfish. It is your superpower that allows you to show up as your best for the people you love and serve. I'll see you again soon.